All right, hello Gemini. I pulled Gebo, and I don't work with the runes a lot. I used to back in the day. But Gebo is your rune. So I loved the Taurus video I just did because everything like lined up. It was so perfect. But this represents gift, okay? G-E-B-O, Gebo. And it means gifts, okay? So both, it means like sacrifice, but also generosity, right? And it represents like balance. So balance in any relationship that you have where there's a give and take exchange, right? So you can notice greed in other people. You can notice a lot of things in other people. If you're really ground down and connect to yourself, you can know in your relationships with people when people only contact you when they want something from you, right? So there's an equal exchange. So make sure that you're getting something out of whatever you're doing, and it's not in a negative way. You have to feel happy about what you're doing in balance. So instead of looking at it as me getting something out of it, you getting something out of it is just being happy or giving a gift or just helping someone. So that's beautiful. But the exchange in that is that you'll find a blessing maybe through another person or through that person. But make sure that in all of your relationships, your personal relationships or partnership, business or personal love or friendship relationship, there's a contract, there's an understanding, whether it's verbal. But I always tell people, send an email, or text it, but I'll have it in writing. In my experience, always have it in writing, because people that you admire or look up to can also betray you, So what I liked in one of the definitions that he talked about was that underserving. So a crisis for those underserving and foretold betrayal. So I always like to think of it this way: always protect yourself, always protect your energy. But people who do negative things will come back to them. It's like it will show up somehow. And don't worry about that. Just whatever obligations that you're going to be a part of, make sure that you really want to do it, and you are fully committed, and you really plan it out. And when you plan it out, Gemini, things work out so much better than sometimes even if you wing it, it works out. But when you just set things up and make sure it's done the way that you feel, and you feel comfortable, everyone has to feel comfortable, right? So this can also represent loneliness, like I said, greed, dependence, right? And also obligation and over sacrifice. Okay, so just make sure that there is a balance in anything that you agree upon or that you do, and you just do it from your heart, and you make sure that you're happy. This is a little piece of selenite here. You can't really see it because of the white tablecloth, but anyway, so let's get to the readings. Okay, so Gemini, let's see. All right, so Queen of Cups, I love it. Compassion. Ooh, you guys are getting some, these cards are a little bit bigger, so I have to lay it out a different way so that it fits in. Okay, and let's bring these babies over, because I like to put the cards on the right, my right anyway. Okay, and then we have the 10 card, and I like 12, so we put 12 there. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we have compassion. So Gemini, really focusing on what makes you happy and what works for you. Make sure you're putting yourself first, Gemini. A lot of love, a lot of compassion, a lot of thought about yourself and what you want. Think about what is best for me. What do I want? What do I need? I'm going to put the rose quartz on this because this is all about love. This is a raw cut rose quartz crystal. Yay. It gets some crystal love there. Okay, so that's the Queen of Compassion, reminding you to love yourself. The Four of Cups is reminding you to pick and choose what works for you right now. Gemini, you are so creative, so passionate. You have so many ideas. I know. but you can have 4 brilliant ideas, but work with the one that's going to work for you right now, and then all the other doors will open up. Okay, and don't waste your breath on small-minded people, really, because they can't see the bigger picture like you can. A lot of people, they can't. You know, Aquarius can, Pisces can see the bigger picture, but the focus has to be there too, Gemini, and really ground down like earth signs, and stay and have that fire, and build up your own energy and your strength from your core like a fire sign, and really stay focused, Gemini, and work on what works right now. Okay, and you have the Empress card. Okay, and that's really filling yourself with love and making sure that people are around you that are supportive. And if they're not, like, put them in check, put them in their place, you know. And you can do it in a nice way, or you can be real salty, you know, whatever. But, you know, people will know, and you just have to be more real, and don't worry about other people's feelings, because, you know, people will interpret Geminis as two-faced, but it's not. It's because we know you can't handle the truth. Geminis know you can't handle the truth, and they're very intuitive. And so Geminis will know that, hey, you're asking for the truth, but you freaking know you can't accept the truth. You really can't. And sometimes they'll just say, hold on one second. They'll just say sorry, the video stopped, so I had to start recording again. But this High Priestess is like, the Empress card is really, people want to know the truth, but they can't handle it. Okay, it was what I believe I was saying. And you have to come to balance within yourself, Geminis, and realizing that, how can you say things to people if you're like, you know what, I really don't think that you can handle the question you're asking me. So if you really want the truth, or do you just want to hear flowery stuff, you know? And then know how to deliver it to each person, or just say, you know, you got to judge the situation. But this Empress card is like you really focusing on yourself, and make sure that your needs are met first. Okay, and really focus on that. And then you can't be hurt by anything that happens, because if you were looking out for number one first, and it's not a selfish way, and you are truthful to yourself, and be mad whoever may come, then you're good. The Six of Cups is about reminiscing on childhood. Maybe you're feeling like, you know, you wish things were the way it was in the past, you know, something that was good to you, that means a lot to you, and maybe thinking, how can you implement that now in your life? Usually when people think of something like this, the Six of Cups comes in, something is missing in their life that brings them joy, that real pure joy. So find out what, find out what that is. Then you have the Six of Pentacles, and it's that give and take. Okay, that give and take. Hello, because let's look into what our rune mean, okay, at the beginning. So thinking about that, you know, that gift, right? It's like that's the gift. All right. And it's like giving and receiving. So what are you giving? And anything that you're giving, you should feel like you don't have to get it back. And a good thing to learn or to know about is that sometimes you can give a lot to a particular person. This looks like it has like my oils on it. Okay. Sometimes you can give to a particular person, and they're just not good at giving back. They just believe that they're supposed to get all the time, and that they're above other people. So you'll meet people that have really bad egos, or just all about themselves. So the blessing will come from someone else, right? So don't curse yourself by being negative or bitter. Just continue on doing things because you want to do it. Okay, like I do these videos because I love tarot and I love reading cards, so I do it. If someone wants a reading, they want a reading. If not, they don't. So, you know, this is like the Six of Pentacles. You just give. You do what you do, and in giving, you feel like you're really helping this person and helping them also to better themselves. It's not just giving and being used, right? So the Ten of Swords is about betrayal. So know that things will work itself out right, but it feels like you're going to have some kind of last laugh in that with the Five of Swords, right? So however that person is acting really shallow and jealous, know that you'll have the last laugh, okay? And you have to be, this is the Jasper one. I'm going to put that here. You have to be a really grounded person to have the self-control to ignore weaknesses in people, and know that when you have that victory, yeah, you can celebrate in it. Like, people always make it seem bad, like cocky, but you won't celebrate in a negative way. You'll be like, the proof is in me, just keep going and succeeding and being happy at what I do. If someone don't like it, you know, they can go kick rocks, right? So now we have the Four of Wands, and this is like you celebrating, you feeling in your zone. You feel like you can leave out of your comfort zone and try something new. And you know, you'll succeed, you'll be happy. And if someone doesn't believe in you, you know, they're not in your circle anyway. And be mindful of people coming around you when they feel like you're successful and you never hear from them other than when they want something. I've had that experience, and I'm like, and I just like, whatever, you know. So be mindful of that. Five of Pentacles, it's like being without. So be mindful of how you act in this Five of Swords, so you don't really put yourself where you even jack up your own success, you know, and mess up your own good footing, right? So you have the Five of Pentacles. It's like being, it represents being homeless or without your essential needs. So make sure that you're being wise in your decision. The Page of Swords, the words that you say to yourself, being optimistic. So you're going to lift yourself out of that. So be careful of how much of an ego you use, you know. And this Page of Swords is like the words you say to yourself, self-confidence, just feeling confident again, like a start, okay, a fresh start. The Three of Wands is you contemplating about your strategy, like how are you going to go after what you want? How are you going to go after what you want? I feel like the Gebo is the Emperor, so I'm going to put that right there, right? So, and we have Adventuring Stone for money. I'm going to put that right there. Giving from the heart. How about that? Good. So the Three of Wands, it's like the Three of Wands is like, how are you going to go about getting what you want? Certain things you have to wait for it to come to you because you already did the work, the timing. Other things you have to go out and get it. So it's knowing, you know, moving forward or standing still. Moving forward, standing still. How are you going to do it? So you have two major arcanas. You have the Empress. I keep wanting to say the High Priestess. The Empress, okay? And you have the Hermit, okay? So, Gemini, you're going to have to like sit back and do a lot of thinking in April, okay? And planning out your May, okay? Your time of the year, okay? From like what, May 21st to June 20th, you know, around that time. So, you have the Hierophant, which is wisdom, which is someone that's much of a loner. So Geminis aren't known to being alone, but you're going to know what people to stay away from that are just users and toxic and gossiping people and people that are just having their own issues and not working on them. So you're going to want to stay to yourself, gather some more knowledge from all this success and all this learning, you know, building yourself up and getting some more knowledge. So it's just more study, more research, even on things you know, you continuously learn and grow, right? And no one's better than you, and you're not better than anyone else. So you're the Hermit. You're going to do that. By the end of April, you're going to find something that you're going to want to research so that you can gain some more knowledge and move forward to more success. Yay. Okay, so let's see what wisdom you can get, Gemini. All right. I dwell on positive thoughts. I love it. Positive thoughts. I feel like that's like the Page of Swords. You know, the words you say to yourself. Admire yourself. Like, look for the good qualities in yourself. You already know what you're weak at already. You can still work on what you're weak at. But focus on your strengths. You know, you can make yourself sad focusing on what you're not good at. If you're not good at something, be like, I'm not good at that. I can learn. I can get better, you know? And if someone has a problem with that, they have a problem with you. I'm sure they encourage other people, but they don't feel like they can encourage you. And you know what? They can go kick rocks. So let's see what spirit animal has for you. Let's get some knowledge. Getting some knowledge, getting some love, getting some knowledge. All right, hopefully something pops up that, yes, monkey, I love it. Okay, very fast, clever, and they watch. I think they're kind of like owls. They're very, all animals can be like owls, right? We know owls is like watching, right? Their eyes are always open, you know, all sides, right? But the monkey, right? I really feel like it's wise and it's quick, right? Ingenuity. So the situation calls for adaptability and innovation. Why not? Adaptability and innovation, right? Why not? I'm going to hold that up for you guys. Yay. Ingenuity. I love it. So the monkey is like adapt to things. And you know what? Geminis can adapt to things too. You know, the air side, like it's mutable, right? Gemini. So you can adapt to new things, right? And we're very clever. Geminis are very clever and innovative, right? So we can really move about and get things done. And Gemini's opposite on the zodiac is Sagittarius, a fire sign. So it's like you can really draw whatever you're feeling like, okay, what do I need for this situation? You know, you can even look at Sagittarius and say, okay, what are good qualities? Because, you know, you guys really get along well if there's no complications in either one of your charts, you know, but there's a really good chemistry whenever air and fire gets together, any one of the air and fire, right? So you look at these things and you're like, okay, really, how am I looking at things? How am I going about this? That thinking, these all represents that thinking, right? Thinking. It has a little bit of thought there, okay? I'm trying to see what the other ones, right? And this one has that power of words. So that's your reading. I'm sorry the video got cut off. It happened. I got a Skype call. It's like, what? So I should turn it off when I'm doing the reading. But yeah, so that's your reading, Gemini. Have a beautiful April 2018. I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but the new moon in Aries happens on the 16th of April, and the full moon in Scorpio happens on the 30th. So if you're new to this channel, this reading is for Gemini, birth sign, north node, moon sign, rising sign. And also anyone can participate in the new moon and full moon no matter what zodiac it's in. But if it happens to be in any of those 4 parts in your chart, your birth sign, north node, rising sign, right, moon sign, you can participate in it even stronger. The energy will be, you can have the stronger energy. And even if it's for Sagittarius, which is your opposite sign, but your birth sign, your north node, your moon sign, and the opposite on your chart is very powerful. All right, peace, and share that info with people you know. All right, have a good one. Peace.